How to predict breakouts before they happen. Hello, welcome back and welcome to a new video. And yes, you heard me right, there is something in technical analysis that will help us to predict, foresee breakouts even before they happen. One little caveat, we're not going to trade breakouts before they happen, but there's a little bit of an add-on to technical analysis, to breakout trading, which will help you make much better trading decisions. And the question that we need for this is, where is it? How does price trade into a level? This is a question and a sentence, a concept that you should always keep in the back of your mind, because once you realize this concept, you will be able to read charts in a very different manner. And let's take a look at this range here. The market had established a very good horizontal resistance level, and this is where all breakout trades start, at least for me. You look for a market phase where the market moved sideways for a long time and where you either have a very good horizontal support or resistance level. And then you observe how does the price trade into the level. And we can see it here. So the lowest low of this range is roughly here. And then the next time the market comes close to the level, we are roughly here. And then before the breakout, the market had a pullback here. And what can we see? We can see something very important. The market, whenever it comes close to the level before the breakout, it is not able to pull away from the price from the resistance. You can see that a very shallow pullback, and then here almost no pullback at all. The market immediately comes back into the resistance level. What does that mean? It means that the sellers, which previously always were very active at the resistance level, you can see it time and time again. Here the market sold off until this point. The market came back to the resistance area, sold off until this area. Here the market came back into the resistance, sold back all the way into here. And then before the breakout, something very different happened in this market structure. The market was not able to sell off as strongly anymore, which means that the sellers are not in total control anymore. There are fewer sellers, and the buyers come in sooner and sooner every time, and they catch the price and drive it back up. So this is something very important. People might say this is too simplistic, but if you use that as a little bit of an add-on to your technical analysis, to your technical repertoire, this will help you look at breakouts in a very different way. And whenever you see a successful breakout, you will see, or you will often see, this pattern emerging around the breakout area. I call this in my class lower bounds, and it's a great add-on pattern. You will often see that around head and shoulders, wedges, rectangles, as we will see now. So let's jump over to a few more examples. And this is no rocket science, and you will be able to see this many times. So again, it all starts with a very well-defined horizontal area with a very well-defined range. You could even say we might have here something like a double top, and the market was trading below those very well-defined areas. And before the breakout, something different happened. We can even go down to the lower time frame. Let's go all the way first to the 2 hour. So you can see the market moved into this area here once, had a good rally, moved back into it, had a good rally, came back into the level, and now something different is happening. The market rallies, but immediately comes back into the level, and then here just barely pulls away from the level. So you can see, just looking at the highs, you can see we have lower highs, significantly lower highs, which is important. The bulls are not able to drive price high anymore, and the sellers every time step in sooner and sooner until the market is really clinging to the level. It is really sticking to the level, and then eventually it breaks out, and you can see a new trend is emerging. So this is no rocket science. You can use that across all breakout patterns that you are trading. It will really help you understand markets in a bit of a different way, in a better way, hopefully. And if you are a breakout trader and you start seeing those patterns where the market comes back into a level sooner and sooner, your technical analysis will transform a lot. So let's take a look at maybe 2 or 3 more cats we'll see. Can go to the 4-hour time frame, and this works on all the time frames, by the way. So the market was in an uptrend, then here the uptrend came to an end. Here was the highest high, then the market started making lower highs. At the same time, the market established a very well-defined support and resistance level. And then you can see here before the breakout, the market is not able to pull away at all from the level. It is sticking to the level here. You can see that we have a very nice rejection candle as well. A double top here, lower highs, everything is really coming together. The breakout and then the retest. Obviously the market didn't sell off a lot immediately. It came back once again to take out all the break-even stops, and then the sell-off happened. But you can see before the breakout there were clear signs that the sellers are getting ready, the buyers are losing interest, and that the dynamics between the buyers and the sellers is really changing in a dramatic way. Let's take a look at two more. New Zealand CAD. This is a trade that I took and many of my students as well. The market was selling off for quite a while, then the downtrend slowed down. A double bottom, the market established a very well-defined resistance area here, and then started to make higher lows. And you can see right before the breakout, the market was not able to pull away from the level at all. We have a strong breakout, and then you can see now the market completely rolled over. And again, this is no rocket science. It might not be enough just to look for this little add-on, but if you have a breakout strategy, you could use this lower bounce as an additional filter, as an additional criteria for your breakout trading. It works incredibly well. It is super simple. You can understand this within a few minutes, hopefully. And now, hopefully, you will start seeing it across the board.